The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. You know, all these backhanded compliments, Edgeworth, come on, man, why you gotta do this? No wonder this girl has a complex against you.
Evidence and logic.
No, logic is my thing. You get your own thing.
Hello everyone, this is Bodyclaw Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. In the last episode, we had gotten off the airplane and we had spoken to Franziska who had shown up. And it's actually a big mystery as to why she's even there and how she got there so quickly. But now that the plane has landed, we're still going to be investigating, but Franziska's in charge. So for right now, Edgeworth is still kind of, unfortunately, a suspect. But Franziska, even though she pretends to be suspicious of him, I don't think she really is. But we may have to still, defend ourselves against her. And it's looking not too good for Miss Rhoda Tenero either, so we're gonna have to see if we can get in to speak to her. But first things first, let's deal with Franziska-chan. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. Oh, Franziska-chan! Because I don't know the Japanese names for a lot of these characters, so I'm just trying to imagine what her Japanese name would be. But I don't think anybody would call her Chan unless they wanted to get whipped, whipped to death. Okay, so let's not complicate things. Scene of the crime was here, and are you sure about that? I'm not sure about that.
So tell me, Franziska, do you know all there is to know about the crime scene?
Oh, by the way, I totally forgot to say at the beginning of this episode that I have a fan on in the background because now we have reached the point of the temperature being too hot to handle without a fan. So unfortunately, I go through this every summer, so if you're new to my channel, I'm so sorry. I don't have air conditioning, so I need to have a fan on in this room, otherwise I'll die. So hopefully it's not too loud or too distracting, but it will be there. Just FYI. I know all that I need to know in order to arrest you.
And nothing more?
Are you saying there is more I need to know?
Ah! Why did you hit me, sir?
Gumshoe, you should not be surprised by now. Sorry, Scruffy. My hand must have slipped. Girl, please. He's like,
but Franziska, sir,
did you just say my name?
No, sir, please, no.
Oh, I don't think he does he say, when he talks about her, he says Prosecutor Von Karma, I think. But yeah, he always calls her Sir. It's really funny.
It would appear that Franziska doesn't have all the facts of this case yet.
Okay. Go see homicide attendant. The only person in this lounge was you. Let's see the likeliest suspect. Hold on. I feel like we can do something here. It's been a while since I recorded this game. Oh wait, no, we found the suitcase. The suitcase. Yes.
Objection!
Aha.
Tisk, 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 Franziska. It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all.
And what does that mean?
I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used this suitcase to move the victim's body. This hideous, ugly suitcase. And Rhoda comes out and she hears that and she cries. And he's like, oh shoot. Meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all.
Objection!
Now, who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions?
Excuse me?
All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth.
I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily.
You should know better than that. Avan Karma is perfect in every way.
Ah, but did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point?
Objection!
As if there is proof of that.
Ah, but there is. Where is the proof that the suitcase was moved around?
It is right here in the grape juice footprints. Look at that line, those two lines right there.
Take that!
The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator.
Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here.
Alright, where's the evidence that proves the killer dragged the suitcase through here? That would be these lines. Let me put on that one.
Take that!
This mark here, wouldn't you say that it looks suspiciously like tracked from two wheels?
I suppose.
I'm surprised that wine glass didn't shatter, you know? Further, there was also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. I know because I licked it! It's like, Edgeworth, please, don't go around licking evidence. That's not appropriate. He's like, of course I didn't lick it. I had Detective Gumshoe lick it.
Yeah, it tasted pretty good, sir. I got a little drunk, too.
That means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here.
I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else.
I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Objection!
Not so fast. This still doesn't put you in the clear. Not by a long shot.
Girl, you know he ain't guilty. Come on now. Stop being thirsty for your petty little revenge. I mean, I think she would be really devastated if he actually was guilty. I don't know why she's acting like she wants him to be guilty.
Such a tsundere, Franziska.
Oh, here we go again. Siblings fighting. Uh-oh.
You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge, where you beat him to death. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence, and out flew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body.
Girl, you know he can't access that area, right? Well, clearly she doesn't know. Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly.
Just what are you insinuating?
That you're desperate. That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me.
Ah.
I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop.
Easy done, right? Hopefully. Alright, let's see, which one is the best one to do it on, though? Exactly where you're taking it from. It would either be this one or the first one? No, it must be the first one, right? How could we have even gotten it? Let's see. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else about the in-flight shop here. Let me see. I feel like that should be enough, right? Yeah. Why am I doubting myself?
The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared.
You know, all these backhanded compliments, Edgeworth, come on, man. Why you gotta do this? No wonder this girl has a complex against you. Evidence and logic.
No, logic is my thing. You get your own thing.
Essential tools that those who would stand in a courtroom must learn to master.
But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix?
A fake?
This Mr. I Fly piggy bank is just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon.
What?
The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important, and it was taken after the turbulence had occurred.
But then, what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that?
I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence.
Okay. Oh, they're practically see-through, this killer. Reminds me of Danganronpa.
After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick the bank up from off the floor. And took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head.
Or Edgeworth.
Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Mr. Atlee Hicks.
You there!
Yes, ma'am?
Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found?
We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood.
I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stall tactics are at an end.
But it's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. Yeah.
He looks so so feminine when he's like that. Lifting up one leg. Oh, that's so funny.
If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I'd think the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody club.
Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside that suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage, or is still at the real crime scene.
Objection!
There is one more possibility.
And that would be?
That the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon.
But didn't we just go through this? I proved a lot, you know.
Let me finish. The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. Uh-oh. I know what she's pointing her finger towards.
Or her whip towards.
And it was at that time that the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say that's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, wouldn't you? Let's see. So that means that the killer had the key to the display case.
Franziska, the person you're talking about.
Not so fast. I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying. Ugh. Speaking of which, I recall that you also wish to speak with her.
Yes.
Very well. Permission granted, but only if I can sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other?
I have no intention of interrogating her, but you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish.
I can tell Edgeworth actually isn't that suspicious of her. He just can tell that there's things that she knows that she hasn't shared, but he doesn't want to blame her just yet, you know? Miss Tenero is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move.
Alright. I don't want to talk to this man. He's just there. I'm sure there's some funny dialogue if we talk to him, but I don't want to talk to him.
Yes, sir?
Oh, Franziska's logic.
Way to show her who's boss, Mr. Edgeworth. Not even Miss Von Karma's whip is a match for you.
You give me too much credit. She simply didn't have all the information. Plus, I mean, come on. We all know the one who holds the logic power is me. To be sure, the fights will become tougher and tougher as this investigation progresses.
That's alright, Mr. Edgeworth. You've got me watching your back. And your front. And whatever piece of you need me to watch over. I'll make sure to keep on supporting you any way I can. You just say the word, sir.
Really? Then how about standing out in front and absorbing whiplashes for me?
Oh my god, Edgeworth, you're a freaking savage! What? You expected this man to die for you? Bruh! Like, he doesn't get tortured enough on his own.
Oh, I don't... That's funny. I've never seen that. Okay. Well, let's go. Okay, March 12th, 2:23 p.m., flight I-390, first floor, flight attendant's room.
So, you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission.
Franziska looks really worked up.
Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that?
Miss Tenero.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too.
Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did?
All right. Aw, sad music. Hey, Rhoda, is that you over there, girl? You can't look at it? No? Dang, I was gonna say, she's a poster girl. What's this?
What exactly is this panel for?
That's the emergency control panel for the elevator. We used it to stop the elevator on the first floor and to keep its doors open. Oh, okay. Let's say this. Oh.
What is all this junk inside these boxes? There's no rhyme or reason to any of it.
That's our lost and found, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gold crowns and swords and necklaces? It's like a treasure trove in here, sir. That's kind of suspicious, almost like they're freaking stealing stuff.
The fact that these were left on the plane implies they were carried onto it to begin with. Something tells me it's time for iFly to send its metal detectors out for repairs.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe. And means all your customers are freaking rich or something.
And what are inside these boxes?
Oh, those are some souvenirs I bought in Virginia.
There's so many! There's even a second box, jeez.
Well, yes, I find that folk art from around the world does great things for my creativity.
Those suitcases certainly could have done with a whole lot less of your creativity.
Don't tell her that, man. You will make her cry. Hey, there's one of them right here.
It's one of those suitcases designed by Miss Tenero. You can tell it's hardly ever been used by the lack of even a single scratch on it.
Okay. Beds. There's only 2? Oh, I think there's only 2 lockers. So they only have 2 flight attendants at a time or something. That makes sense.
It's pretty easy to tell who sleeps in which bunk just by looking.
Yeah, I would expect Miss Rhoda's to be super neat and organized, and Cammy Neal's to be super messy.
I am almost certain that the well-kept one up top belongs to Miss Tenero.
Ew, this bottom one is a giant mess.
You slovenly, squalid scoundrel of a man. You dare to scrutinize a woman's bed and invade her privacy.
Yow! But it was Mr. Edgeworth's idea!
There are some things in life best kept to yourself, detective.
What's up, dude? How's it going?
This door leads to the cargo hold, but I can't let you through without Miss Von Karma's express permission. That's not a bad way to handle this situation if it was any old case, but this isn't.
So, between you and Miss Von Karma, who's better at their job?
Me, of course. Oh, there was no comparison to be made, detective. None.
See? He's like arrogantly avoiding saying it out loud, but we all know he's thinking it. Franziska, you didn't hear that, did you? I think you would have whipped him right there. Well, go on. Let's hear our troublesome attendant out.
In due time. I do have one thing I'd like to ask you.
Yes?
Do you plan to continue using that whip for the foreseeable future?
I'm surprised you're asking her this. She's been using it for years now, bro. Of course. I've wrangled many a testimony out of people thanks to it.
Yeah, and probably a whole ton of yelps, too!
This poor man.
And I'm willing to bet that the majority of them came from you, detective.
Love it. Can we look around? Yeah.
So, these are the attendants' lockers, huh? Let's hurry up and examine them, sir.
Why must men always be so rude? Besides, who exactly gave you permission to search through the attendants' lockers?
Wait, detective! It would be uncouth of us to look in a woman's locker without her permission.
Yeah, I guess so. Plus, I feel this murderous draft and I can sense a whip not far behind.
A murderous draft.
Edgeworth was like, oh shoot. Quick, backpedal, run away. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so actually we'll just leave this episode right here and continue on by speaking to Rhoda in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye!
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also make sure to ring the bell for notifications for new episodes. You can follow me on Twitch, where I stream every week. And also, follow me on Twitter for updates. Until next time, have a nice day. Adios!